All right, welcome back, everyone. Talking about how to take your idea from the beginning of a conception and turning it into a global brand. This is the story of Camel Care and introduction of Camel Care Network Marketing Program or Camel Care Partnership Program. Here are 7 facts. You have to be an expert in your industry. Find out everything that you can about your idea, and that requires resources. It requires research. In this video, we're going to talk about the process that led to this story getting to you. So, as I came back from Middle East and resigned from financial services, I was. Um, as a branch manager, I was responsible for a few offices that I was running. I had to resign from that to commit. So, through that research process and development, we traveled to places like Morocco, Egypt, Turkey, Iran, Iraq, EAU, Dubai. That's another mistake we need to fix. China, Mongolia, and where we found the historic camels, this is what we found out, that camels that came from this part of the world, which is North America, right here, some of them went down this line to Camelites ancestors to South America and became Lamini. The other ones crossed over the ocean in the Arctic North and went down to the inner Mongolia, where it's really cold, Siberia, between Russia and Mongolia. And some of them even traveled further to Middle East, Middle East like Saudi and places like this, and down to Africa. So the most versatile animal that you can find on this planet that can exist in all climates happens to be camel. Jack?
Thank you, sir. Please stop right here on this slide for a moment. Inside the camel hump.
Yes, sir. This is an interactive learning with Jack and Arif.
These
Inside.
are errors that I point out because when I am presenting, I encourage people to interact with me during presentations as well. This is extremely important. Another key fact, whenever I'm in presentation mode, what helps me the most is I'm very formal in most cases, even for routine presentations. Mr. Gilany routinely refers to me as Jack. In presentation mode, I refer to Mr. Gilany as Mr. Gilany because the effect of using a formal title with a person elevates the focus and elevates the attention on learning. And I have found that by delivering presentations using a formalized approach enhances the learning interaction and enhances the environment. Because when I use a first name, hey man, how's it going? What's going on? Very informal, very relaxed, very nonchalant. Yet when I attach a professional title to someone's name, Mr. Smith, Mr. Jones, Mr. Gilany, Mr. Syed, Mr. Ermina, when I use the word Mr., I now focus the individual, group, company, or organizational personnel on the discussion that we're having. It elevates attention, it elevates professionalism, and it elevates understanding, knowledge, and education by using this formal title.
Yes, sir.
It's outstanding to understand the word networking, as we're doing right now. We have marketing, we have networking, and we have the camel that's our essential messenger to the products and services that we provide. And it's a journey. And there are various components to or of the journey that we're on. We can consistently reinforce the fundamental principles about camels to use in our past, present, and future customer and audience interactions. This is a continuum, a learning continuum. And we're all a part of the journey when we're interacting with each other and sharing our content with friends, and more importantly, sharing this content not only with others, but accessing it more than once, since the level of learning, depending upon our hours of sleep, what we ate for breakfast, our mood, all affect learning outcomes. Mr. Gilany, I yield.
Yes, Mr. Basma, it's an honor. We have revived the internet as we knew it because before COVID 19, people, some used it. COVID 19 forced some people, like community leaders and people like this, like, you met Chato, wanted to use it to get their message out. Now we're organizing it, we're helping people tell a story. Ours happened to be on the back of a camel. Yours could be anything. Could be healthy water. It could be gardening tips. It could be your passions. We're looking for passionate people to come and share their stories on platforms to learn how to educate. Now, the process. Morocco, well, let me tell you this, some of the most beautiful deserts in the world I have had the pleasure to be on, but none other than the Mongolian Thousand Stars Hotel. Imagine looking up the sky, and each size of the stars is the size of a moon. Such a view, like the northern lights of Canada. That's really priceless. That's what I experienced in this process and met some incredible people. Look at those beautiful smiles. Why? Because the camel herders believe it's a miracle fiber. It is a divine gift. It's called the gold of the desert, has tremendous health benefits, tremendous therapeutic because of the duality of the desert. They say, how? This is a really good question. How does camel work? Which comes to the product. Next time we will talk about it, the price and the products that we have developed. But this is the value of the fiber. It's not in some um, invention. Arif Gilany did not invent anything or is not a doctor. It's nothing new under the sun. All of it is rediscovery. Allow me, Jack, to introduce our audience to Ford. Mr. Ford, the Ford truck, everybody knows Ford, right? He just put a horse and buggy and a boat engine together and invented the first car that we drive today. There was bringing two ideas together. So I brought this idea of this fiber. We brought it, not I. These are my partners. These are Mongolian partner, Mr. Monkbire Sangarjal, who comes from a historic family. On the right is our team. My nephew Taha Gilany, who lives and operates in Istanbul. This is our team before Jack Bosma showed up. But in this process, let me say, process, right? Jack, are you with me, my friend?
I am with you, sir. And would I direct your attention to the slide that has the word Morocco on it? That's this slide right here. Please remove one R, sir. Please remove one R. Thank you. And
Yeah.
because
Now, if I
our
were to go
focus,
to my files and I like to put a Jack's picture right here. Now, our team is completing because education is the biggest part of this. So once we revise this, Jack and I have made a compact. I'm going to help Jack. Jack's going to help me. We help each other when we want to help you because we're creating a story, my friends.
this is outstanding. And more important than a story, we're actually creating a legacy. It's just as
Oh, I don't even
important,
want to
not
talk about
more.
that. People are scared of big words, my friend. How do we break it down, Jack? Let's break down the process, please. Just
I
break
think
down the
the most
process. I'm
important
just
thing
going back here.
that we can
I'm
do,
going back here. This is my favorite slide in the world. Everybody's included here. Tell the people of this world, how can we work together, Jack?
what I would say, Mr. Galani, is this, and this is very important. Each and every one of us are on our own journey. And that is the easiest way to focus the attention on who we are and what we do. We are all on a journey. You have a journey and you use the camel as a real metaphor. You're not even using the camel as a metaphor. In some ways, you are, but you're using the camel to convey your message. Each and every one of us could pick an animal or pick a plant or pick something that we feel represents us and use that icon or that representation to explain our own journey through life and what our own expectations are, what our own legacy is or should be. The most important component of what we do is the process, Mr. Gilany, as I've said over and over and over again. Because we have people, we have our audience, we also have our product or our service, our message. What gets us up in the morning? What motivates us? What we're excited about? Now that we have the process, we're able to convey our message efficiently and effectively and achieve results very rapidly. And that's the key to any learning situation. And we want our learners to be as excited as we are when conveying our message as well. The most important person or persons in the room are not Mr. Gilany or Mr. Bosma. The most important people or persons in this room are the audience that is listening to our content, sharing it with friends, and encouraging those friends to enroll others into what we're discussing right now. This is of critical importance. The most important person or persons in the room or in the presentation are the people that are interacting with us. We encourage people to emulate what we're doing, to repeat what we're doing, make it better. Take the passions that we have and share them and consult with us directly so that we can assist anyone who is learning with us to create their own slides, their own presentation, their own facts, and their own unique and very impressive and powerful story as well, and incorporate all of that information into an exciting presentation and deliver it. Deliver the presentation. Plan, prepare, practice, present, and plan again. Right now, Mr. Gilany is providing information to us. As he is presenting, he is revising his presentation in his mind. As he is using words and phrases, he is reinventing, he is rewriting the delivery of the presentation, as I do. Mr. Gilany, please close
Jack,
the
Mr.
presentation
Bosma.
and we can move on. Please continue on if you can, and we will close this particular learning experience and move on to our next one.
Thank you, Mr. Bosma. I just want to tell the audiences, the friends, the colleagues, the fans, the people out in the world that you have a story. You have a story. It might not be mine, it might not be this particular one, but don't be like, so what? That story has so many components that you can extract exactly the purpose, the mission, the product, the process, the people, and the presentation. Really, you have tremendous potential inside of you. Next, we're going to talk about how we extracted products from this gold of the desert and turn them into healing powers that has helped thousands of Canadians. Thank you.